Good morning. Hello, it's Mary Michelle, and I wanted to share a message with you. One thing I have found that so many women are waiting for is permission. Permission. I think so many of us are going through our lives waiting for someone to give us permission to be ourselves. But the truth is, nobody needs permission. But I'm giving it to you today. Not that you need it from me. I want to give you permission to show up and be your best, beautiful self today. I want to give you permission. I should rephrase that. I want you to give yourself permission to be who you are, to shine your light, and to show up the way you want to show up. One secret that I have noticed is that if you go anywhere and look around at a room full of people, chances are 99.9% of them, if you gave them a compliment or told them they were beautiful, even some men would say, "Oh, me? Like, are you talking to me?" They don't embrace it. And it's so sad to me. It's like they haven't given themselves permission to see themselves as beautiful. They haven't given themselves permission to show up in their best light. It's like somehow we feel like it's better to play small. It's better not to shine our light. It's better to fly under the radar. Don't draw attention to ourselves. And I had a podcast interview with someone from Italy recently. I think it's going to air next week. And it was interesting because she said that there is some research out there. I haven't seen this, but I'm definitely going to look it up. But she was telling me that there is research out there saying that when women turn 40, that they are expected to fly under the radar. They're expected to not stand out. They're expected to hold themselves small. And so we've got a lot to work against, but I want to give you permission today to show up, to shine, to stand out, because you know what? 40 is when the magic happens, right, ladies? Who's with me? 40 is when things just start to get good. 40, I think, is when, I think for me, and what I've seen in a lot of other people, is when I realize, you know what? People aren't looking at me. People are worried about themselves. I think when we're younger, we're so focused on, who's looking at me or what are they saying about me? And then at 40, it's like, okay, well, I'm good, right? And we can get to a place where we're more comfortable in our own skin. But I think the truth is, so many of us don't ever really get to a point where we're comfortable, or we're not as comfortable as we want to be. And so we do hold ourselves small, and we do fly under the radar, and we do things to keep ourselves just, playing small. And so I just want to encourage you today, if you don't have to play small, you don't have to be anything that you're not. You don't have to hide yourself. You can get out there and stand out and show up. You know what's really cool is I ran into a friend recently. I hadn't seen her in a while. And she's always been very put together in a very understated way. Very simple, very understated. And I saw her recently, and her style had transformed over the pandemic. I think what she did was she got in her closet and she had a reinvention, and she had been reading some of my articles and things, and she was like, okay, I've finally stepped into my dramatic style. And I think at this point, I think during the pandemic, she had this mental shift of like, what am I waiting for? It is time for me to step into who I'm meant to be and who I really am. And it just was interesting because she showed up in a whole different way. She wasn't subdued. She wasn't flying under the radar. She was full on just being herself, because she gave herself permission to dress the way she wanted to. She gave herself permission to be who she is. And she showed up in this way that was just like, she was glowing. She was more herself. That's the best way to put it. She was much more herself. And she felt more comfortable. And when we chatted about it, she's like, yeah, I just finally decided. And so today, decide. Give yourself permission. I give you permission. If you need it from somebody else, I am granting you permission. Not that you need it from me. It comes from you. But give yourself permission to show up as the woman that you know you are. Put on something that makes you look amazing. I was just getting my coffee and this guy kept looking at me. I was like, oh, he must like my fur. Maybe it's because it's enhancing my hair or something like that. So show up in a way that makes you feel more like yourself, because you are beautiful and you are worth it. And so do one thing today, one thing that helps you feel more like you. Whitney, I see you're on here. Hello, beautiful. I hope you're wearing pink today because that's your color. Betty, hello. Pamela, hello. Welcome, everybody. I hope you're doing something today to make yourself feel more amazing, because life is short. And when you can say right now, I am worth it, I am beautiful, I am fabulous, and do something to show up as the incredible woman that you are, it will change your day. It will change your life. And you, my friends, are worth it. Have a beautiful day. I love you guys. I will see you on my next video. Bye.